Hello, buddy. Welcome back to We're playing another game of League of Legends. I'm the Strategy Professor doing a little Vel'Koz action here. Picked Vel'Koz at the request of Seth, aka Ninja Jinja, the man, who has requested a Vel'Koz guide, commissioned a Vel'Koz guide, and that'll be coming out soon. Vel'Koz is pretty good. Pretty good AP support. He's got lots of poke, lots of damage. So Lucian's a little bit rough into Caitlyn, because Caitlyn outranges him big time. So I picked this primarily because it was commissioned. But Vel'Koz is, I mean, he's okay into a lot of comps. I think it has slowed down a little bit, like the damage. So you're not going to get killed by a Rengar or a Kha'Zix nearly as much as you have been in the past. And the fact that he does true damage is really helpful for killing tanks. He still is not going to be an amazing tank-breaking champion, but he's better than most APs at breaking tanks. So, because he has that true damage component. He can shove also if you really want to, but if you start using your W, it's very expensive. Got him, coach. And she's just totally disrespecting my damage right there. I got the true damage proc on her. Okay, if he wants to let it push in, that's fine. I'm gonna go buy, though. Well, okay, he's just like AFK, or just inconsistent with his... No, dude, no, you have to push... You can't just half push a lane. You have to either push it or not push it. Typically, you want to push it when you get a kill. Yeah, because you left it pushing, bro. That's not what you want to do. So, like, what happened... Okay, so why that was wrong by him is he pushed it up to where there were like 2 or 3 more minions on our side pushing into theirs, and they can just let it push all the way into the tower and it'll deny a lot of minions. Okay, since she blew her stuff, I'm going to get a little bit more aggressive. Go for 1 book and a ruby sightstone, and then I'll save this. Okay, what the heck? Come here. Get 1 more pot, because we could get harassed by Lux. What you want to do when you get a kill is you want to push it as hard as you possibly can and then back. And then that way it'll bounce off of their tower. So not only does it deny CS, it makes sure that it's back into the middle. You can try to line it up to where it just stays even in the middle if you can't push it all the way, but that's not what he did. You don't want any extra CS pushing into them, or they can zone you and deny. Now that's not going to happen at lower elos as much, but... you know, anyone that's seen a YouTube video about how to manage lanes, including my video on my channel, will know that that's an option that you can do, and they will, you know, punish you for that. Vel'Koz is hard to play as a support. First of all, everything's a skill shot that he has. But second of all, like a really good Vel'Koz player, you'll know when to break your Q. So when you can break it early. So I couldn't see her there, so she sidestepped it. So Leandri's is obviously very good on him because you have a built-in slow on a really long-range ability. And he's just naturally kind of a poke champ anyways. See how I broke it early there to deal that extra damage? It wouldn't have hit her if I didn't press the Q early. So Vel'Koz is the kind of champion where you really want to... Hold on, this is about to get intense here, I think. Well, if Graves actually comes down here, we'll see. Yeah, she's going to want that last CS. Okay. So I missed the flashy. I had to go for it. The reason that I went for it is because she didn't have her flash, because I know from the first encounter that she flashed out, so. Okay. So now we'll try to push it. Who's their jungler? Zach. So we got to watch out over here. Zed might come down too. Oh, this is scary. Okay, he warded it, so that's good. You want to keep an eye on Zed middle. So I don't want to take his CS, but I want to help him push. Okay, here we go. So we get one more wave in there. So we're up now a little bit, so that's good. Okay, we'll get some vision. I'll go ahead and get one fairy charm just for a little bit of mana regen. I don't necessarily need it yet, but it'll be helpful. So my mana costs are getting a little bit higher. Let me scroll down a little bit here. Breaking time itself. It's funny. Hey, what's up, Z-Lock? I should have changed over to Sweeper too. I was busy talking and chatting, reading the chat. Yeah, Vel'Koz is pretty solid. Like I said, he's harder to play, but he can be rewarding. I'm probably dead. Yeah, I'm gone. So that was totally my fault. It wasn't his fault. And I should have not used my flash to try to get those kills last time. I could have gotten out of that if I had my flash. But I needed to ward that a little bit better. I'm just trying to get too close and too aggressive. And you don't really want to do that with Vel'Koz. Unless there's a gank or something coming. You know, his Q poke is fine. So I should have at least warded. I need to respect Lux. That was just total disrespect there. Even though we've been kind of stomping them this lane. I mean, they're not that far behind, honestly. They're only 3 CS back, which I don't understand how that's possible. But they're only 3 CS back. And Lux still does a lot of damage. She didn't even use her laser on me, and she's level 6. Now, this is scary. Nah, he may have just run into the tower, but I wanted to make sure they didn't get an execute. Just push it up, bud. I need to watch out for Zed and Zach. Gotta watch out for the Z's. I need to push this in. So I would like to try to get Dragon, but it's so dangerous to try to get Vision right now. Zach could be over here. Kate just went like missing in her lane. Okay, there's Zach. I don't think they're really warding that well. I'm gonna hold on to my pink. God, they might catch me. Now, Zach could be here. I don't have a ward for this. Okay, there he is. Okay, I think they're gonna get him. Graves is such a beast. If you ever have a chance to pick Graves, you need to just pick him. Even if you don't like him, just hold your nose and pick him. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this ward. And they're gonna be sitting like in this bush or something. How many? One person's dead, Zach's missing. Which bush? Okay, so she's in the second bush. This Lucian needs to be pushing more. Like, we should have gone for it. don't have wards. I know she's in there. I think she's in there. Okay, maybe she backed. We should have done it. If Lucian had pushed up the lane a bit more, then we could have. It would have been a lot easier. Now I might be able to sneak in here. I need to use. I haven't used my ult yet, and it's been a long time since I've had it. I just haven't had a good opportunity for it. I can't channel my ult there. That's one thing about Vel'Koz. You need to have room to charge. Like, unlike Zyra, who can just throw her plant and just, like, run away, Vel'Koz has to have room to take off. He has a higher potential to do damage because of the true damage, but... Yeah, we can probably get this here. I should have exhausted somebody in there probably. I just had to stay so far back. Wait, how did I blame my team? Like, literally, I'm thinking in my mind, when have I blamed my team? I literally can't think of... As someone in the comments, this is being live streamed as well, is like, I love this guy, he always blames his team. But I literally can't think of a moment this game when I blame my team. I mean, what did I just... At this tower, I said I should have exhausted more. I could have gotten closer, but I had to run. I mean, maybe I can't remember, honestly. Sorry if it seems like that, but I am going to point out if people make mistakes, I'm going to point out how they could optimize. But I think virtually every time I ever have any sort of criticism about any play that anybody makes on my team, it always circles back to something that I could have personally done better. Like, I should have called that better, I should have rotated better, I should have played that fight differently. I would say that over 90% of the time, my commentary revolves around stuff that I could have done. Even if I think someone else could have made better choices, it all circles back to what I could have done given the specific situation. So, I don't know. I'm sorry if you perceive it that way. Oh, okay. Ethan. It's just a problem of grammar on the internet. Just being incapable. Like, not your grammar specifically, but, like, just the internet itself making it difficult to discern pronouns. Or guy's not a pronoun, it's a noun, but it's serving as a pronoun there. Okay, so when you said this guy... This guy always blames his team. I just, you know, assumed you were talking about me always blaming my team. So my bad, Ethan, my bad. This is why the internet creates so many problems, I think, is because there's so many misunderstandings, unfortunately. I was about to say, I don't, there are some games, like, legit, where sometimes if I'm on, like, an 8-game lose streak or something, I do get a little more frustrated than I should. But, so, I have actually, you know, I've been trying to get a lot better about that. I've never been, like, a super salty person, but I try to dial back even the small amount of salt that I do show sometimes. So I was just thinking, you know, I was like, am I? You know, did I say something that was really salty? So I try not to be, because I know people don't like that, and it just doesn't help anything to be salty. So I try not to. But yeah, my bad on the misinterpretation there. I think how are we looking this game? We're doing okay. We need to rotate and do something else. All right, let's go up here and next dragon's in 3 minutes. Don't follow him. Don't follow him. I'm gonna go ahead and ward this. Yeah, we need to get this middle tower down. Oops, damn it, how do you ping? I never can remember how to ping specific champions and towers. I always do the smart pings, but I never can remember that specific ping interaction. Vel'Koz does have really good push, he has really good poke, and really good all-in burst. I gotta watch out and respect that, Whoa, I'm getting like 5 million lag. Holy crap. Holy crap. I didn't see what my lag was, but it's... I think it had to go up to at least 500 there, like right when that fight busted out. I'd have to go back and watch the tape to see, but the controls were definitely not responsive there. What is it? Oh, control. I thought I did control. Maybe I was doing shift. Right click. Okay. I guess we'll get another book. Probably work towards Morellonomicon next. No, control, is it control right click? No, control right click doesn't do it, and control left click is the back button. So because we have really good vision control, that's why Graves got that kill. Because I had really good vision around the edge of that curve there. So vision, remember, vision is not boring and defensive, it's offensive. It gives you kills. It doesn't just... I can't do anything about that. So you see, he does pretty good damage, even to Zach, who presumably is building tank. Guys, get this. Get this. Don't troll around with him, just get the stuff. They don't have the power to do Baron right now. Make sure they don't have wards in here. So you want to space out some of your W's so that you keep getting the true damage proc. The true damage is really nice on dragons and stuff like that. Now I know there's a ward right there, but... I just want the experience off of this. Not Morello. This. Actually, let me go for this. We'll grab swiftness. A couple of these and one of these. So I'm going to do this a little bit differently just so that I can reposition better. Like, I usually get Sorks on him, which is excellent, obviously. But I think just repositioning so that I can get better ults. I'm going to try it out. Typically, I recommend Sorks. But I might try the movement speed just so that I can reposition better. Especially against Zed. Like, Zed's really far behind and Fizz. But if they get on me, it's going to be a problem. So I need to make sure that I can stay out of their way. Let's go up here and get this. Okay, well, Graves is down here, and Graves is the really powerful one, so I'm gonna play around the Graves. Lucian might die top. Hopefully my buddy, may the fourth be with you, doesn't get killed. This should draw a lot of attention down here. Vlad's pretty strong right now, too. I think they should be able to beat Fizz. Graves, yeah, Graves is 9-1. Now, he's got some weird items, but, you know, the health is actually not that bad from Frozen Out on Graves because he gets so much extra, he gets so much extra stuff. Now, we gotta watch out. I know Zach wants to dive over this wall. Okay. Now, I was talking about how to put, like, an icon over a specific tower or player. Like, I know the hotkeys for, like, pinging away, pinging back, pinging missing, all that good stuff. I just don't know how to put, like, an icon on a tower or on a player specifically. So every time I just do control click, it just does, like, by default does the back ping. So I don't know. I can look it up later. It's not typically a big deal. If you ping, like, go to tower, they will go to it. But sometimes it's helpful if you ping, like, a champion during a gank, which one you want to target. Okay, so there we go. There's the Vel'Koz preview. I'll have a guide for Vel'Koz out later on tonight. We'll go back and do a normal one, and we'll go back and do some more ranked flex with some different picks a little bit later. I like to sprinkle those in every now and then. But yeah, that's it for the Vel'Koz guide. Vel'Koz video. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to check out the guide. It will be up by the time that this VOD posts, so check it out if you want to try him out. He is good. as I described before, he's got a lot of true damage, he's got a lot of poke, he has some crowd control, and he's really good in a composition that has a lot of team fight damage. So I think he's a good quality AP carry support. But you need to just be careful with your positioning and just make sure that you're in a safe place when you charge your ult. But anyways, thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next time.